there's no better feeling than undoing all the self-limitations that were keeping you in a box of condition and safety when it comes to love.
More space created this time.
Oh my god. After so many years of being manipulated and emotionally manipulated, I've created this like little box within myself. This is very triggering because this is like me sitting with my shadow. I'm like sitting with my shadow, and oh my god, I've created this little box of when I can be loved or how I should be loved, and who can I be loved by, and certain times when I can be loved, and times where I can't be loved, or times where I'm not deserving of love, or things that I say or do that don't deserve my own love, let alone other people to love me. Like, oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I've created that emotional box within myself of those times, categories of when I can or can't be loved and why I can or can't be loved. I've created my own storylines following those limitations, and over the past few days, I'm sitting with that box of limitation and doing my absolute best to no longer let it limit me to who I can love and why I should love these people, external people, or why I shouldn't love external people. Like, I realize all those things were reasons on why my heart hurts, why my heart chakra feels so bombarded with mental limitations, because it's the mind that limits our emotions and that makes us feel certain things. And I don't want a mind that limits me to my feelings. And although it's been a work in progress, all of this that I am experiencing, I was reminded today by a conversation that I was having. Part of something that came up for me within our conversation was how I was speaking, I'm pretty sure I was speaking to the vlog, and how I was saying how whether or not what you are experiencing in this moment feels good or feels bad, because ultimately it's all neutral. It's all our decisions to choose what is good or bad. But all that we are experiencing in this moment, all that you are experiencing in this moment, whether it's good or bad, it's all part of what you're calling in. It's all part of your manifestation of love, of abundance, of peace, of serenity, of all these things that we are calling in. And I'm just like, wow, because after a period of time of sitting in my emotions, sitting in my limitations, sitting in my own blockages that I was creating for myself, and not only for myself, but for my own unions with love, like sitting in those limitations for the past few weeks were all part of the manifestation of allowing myself to be loved unconditionally, not only by myself, but by my partner and by my friends, by my sister, by my family. Like, wow. It's all part of that manifestation of me wanting to be loved unconditionally just by being me. And yeah. Wow. I'm just sitting basking in this because the song that keeps playing in my head is like, I never knew love like this before. And literally, yeah. And not only do I feel like it's unblocking things within myself, but I feel like it's unblocking things with the people around me and people that I share this life with that are close to me. I feel like it's unblocking all of us in different ways, in different shapes, in different feelings, in different forms of loving. And that love means setting your boundaries and what you are okay with and what is okay with you, and speaking your truth. Limitations is different from setting your boundaries. I would describe limitations as you holding yourself tied to images or words or a certain amount of feelings that you're able to feel, or what you can and can't feel, or what you can and can't experience, for whatever story that you tell yourself or whatever story you hold on to. That is a limitation. Boundaries are loving yourself enough to know how you get to love yourself, to know how you allow others to respect and love you as well. Boundaries doesn't limit the ways that we get to love. Boundaries amplifies the ways that we feel loved and get to share that love with each other. Limitations is what creates that blockage and that chaos within thyself, which then manifests into the chaos externally. And when we feel chaotic energy, or like we feel like we don't know what's happening, that is the limitations of our own heart and mind. Yeah.
Melissa and I are celebrating our 1-year anniversary this past month. In fact, Teddy married us in San Juan Capistrano.
Oh my god. Healing and undoing all the stories that you've been holding on to about love in general. I'm just like, wow. Like the unfolding of a love that's everlasting is just, it is not for the weak. I feel so exhausted because of how safe I feel. Literally in a fetal position, just laying and observing, and oh my god, oh my gosh. That's all I have to say, because that's my reaction to how much peace I am feeling within myself, and just like the amount of trust that I've had in myself is just like so divine, so powerful, and I'm just so grateful for the whole unfolding of all of this. Anyways, I'm literally gonna lay here and chill, and that's it. So I am currently like cleaning, but oh my gosh, I literally had my avocado plant out for I would say probably like 4 days, but it's in this, if you don't know, like I grow my avocados in water until like I have like a big enough pot for them to grow in, I guess. But this one, even though it's in water, it's like so dried out, and the water's not that low, so I'm thinking I'm gonna cut off all these leaves so it can grow new ones, and I think I'm also gonna transfer it, I want to say. And yeah, I'm gonna clean, and then I'm gonna get into my yoga practice and meditation. I think I'm gonna do some tarot readings a little bit later. But let me show y'all something. Oh my god, the other day me and my sister went to the beach by bus, which was like a first for both of us, and while I was in the water I found this feather, and I don't know if y'all can tell how big this actually is. Like, this is my, wait, it's literally the size of my arm, I think. One second. Oh my gosh, it's literally the size of my forearm. Do y'all see that? Like, oh my gosh. And Mother Gaia, the water, greeted me so well when we went. And I'm pretty sure, I was asking my sister, I was like, what bird do you think this is? And she was like, maybe it's a pelican. And literally it is a pelican. That was like my confirmation. So I want to make it into a pen. But isn't that so cool? Like, even the texture of this feather is so different from one that I find like on the street from like a crow or like a regular bird.
Had palms facing up to the sky, and just stretch yourself out, lengthening your fingers away from your toes. Reach your right arm out to the side. Try to plant your right shoulder into the floor. Relax your arms, stacking one hip over the other. And breathe. Twist on the other side. So this time your left knee goes all the way to the right, and you can reach your left arm out to the side. Really flow with your breath in. Exhale, push the mat away from you as you round and contract. Really flow with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Really try to stretch out nice and long through that left hand.
Y'all, okay, so I finished my meditation and oh my gosh, I've just been sitting on my mat. Moon just came in to eat, but I've been watching some like boat life videos, and ever since we went to the beach the other day, I can't even describe to y'all like one of the most divine experiences I've ever had going to the beach ever, and that's saying a lot. Like, I love the beach. Literally, there was like 3 summers where I went like every single day to the beach. So oh my gosh, like just oh my gosh, I've always wanted to like learn how to surf and all that, and the last time we were there, like I was able to experience like a first-hand experience when it came to like surfing and seeing people surf. There were so many people out there on the waves, and it was like one of the oh my god, it was like one of the best experiences ever. And I just, my heart and energy is just like going out to the water right now. So I've been thinking about making a new like bucket list / manifestation board on how it's worked for me, because I've done a couple manifestation boards, but I realized that the way that it's mostly worked for me has been in the form of writing it down, and it can be in detail, not in detail, like just writing it down like with words instead, like scripting instead of like pictures. I feel like with words in detail is how I really was able to manifest these things into my life. So with that being said, like I'm just looking at all these boat life experiences and like videos, and I'm just like, literally I've been thinking about making a new manifestation script board. So I think I'm gonna be doing that soon. I'm not gonna share all of it obviously, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, like one of my biggest things that I'm gonna be doing is surfing, is learning how to surf, like going out in the water. And also I have this like life goal that I want to be able to like learn how to read a physical map instead of like using the GPS or anything like that, or like the phone. I want to be able to learn how to like memorize streets and memorize like where to go and like how to use a physical map. So yeah, I'm just so excited for this whole journey and just like where I'm going. Like I'm so excited. Like there's so much life to live, and it feels like I'm living now.